Okay, so immediately, changes by Joey Lotto-kun could be significant as well as Bigger Than the Bigger Man. Um, so your wonder could have, there could have been some challenging situation with what you want to do in life. Like, okay, currently you could feel very strong within yourself. You could feel like you've overcome a whole lot. You could feel like you fought to find love within yourself again, and you're still fighting for it. You could feel like you're fighting against your trust issues. I'm hearing you could feel like you are fighting, and honestly you're winning, babes. It's like I'm seeing that somebody wanted you to feel like as if you had to be cooped up your whole life, and like as if you were just like something to be taken from. It's like in those movies where they kidnap people. In those movies where they kidnap people and they keep them, like, I'm thinking of this movie. I don't even remember what the movie was called, but it was of this little boy that got kidnapped, and the man kept him in his home to like be his servant. He he gave him like a little dog bed and everything, and kept him chained up and shit. You could have been in a situation where it felt like somebody wanted you to be their lapdog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like people just want to keep you around because of what you can provide, when in reality you're someone that's meant to grow. And it's something about those plastic round things that come off of milk jugs. But you are finding the parts of yourself that they stole from you, that these situations stole from you. You could be going through some type of like soul retrieval, and you're putting yourself back together. It's like I'm seeing someone putting something together and it's wrong the first time, so they take it apart and they put it together again, and it's like, okay, it's a little wonky, but if I do it again, maybe it'll be perfect. And so they take it apart and put it back together again, and it's like it's just right. Like, it's not perfect, but it's just right. You could feel like you could be in like this stage of feeling like you're broken and there's no fixing you. Where are they going, Spirit? Can you clarify? You could feel like you're always gonna be stuck in this mindset of feeling like people are after you, feeling like you have to defend yourself, feeling like you have to be on guard constantly. And Spirit wants you to know that that you're gonna be okay. Spirit wants you to know that you have a seed to grow. Spirit wants you to know that whenever you go after something and you feel like it's you feel like there's like, because you feel like somebody's trying to trigger you or some shit like that, or somebody's trying to mess with you or come after you in some type of way, and you gotta defend yourself. Spirit wants you to know that you're moving into a season, you're moving into a season where that pain is turning into a seed. Like, this is the dirt, and this is where, like, she's going after something with her sword in hand, and it ends up like this. It ends up feeling like oh, I was low-key the person in the wrong or something like that. Or low-key, that was just my trauma. Low-key, I'm just this like broken person. And what Spirit wants you to know is that in acceptance, there is growth. In acceptance of doing something wrong, there is growth. In acceptance of realizing that you were triggered and you did something out of triggeredness, or you felt something out of triggeredness, or your anger was out of triggeredness. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. There's growth. There's growth. Channel your anger into something else. It can be anything that's positive for you, anything that brings energy to you. Because when you're angry and thinking about a situation constantly, and you can't get it off your mind because of how angry it makes you, it just drains your energy. Have you ever heard that saying, or like somebody say, I would never want to be angry my whole life because of how can you be angry your whole life because of how tired, like how do you have the energy to be angry? It's like something like that. Don't let the wounds that are triggered get the best of you, because when they get the best of you, that's when your triggers win. That's when the people who did you wrong win, because they're draining your energy. You have the whole world ahead of you, babes. You have the whole world ahead of you. Oh shit, I don't know if I was supposed to show that or not, but she's naked. I wasn't even thinking about that, you know? I'm not thinking about that. Yeah, it's learning to alchemize. It's learning to alchemize the fire, learning where it comes from. Fire, sizzling out the fire with water. Realizing that the fire is only from the water. It's like oil. It's like fire burning on, like oil burning on water. You know what I'm saying? It's like the fire on top of the water. You are going to be alchemizing some serious pain. That may show up as resentment, that may show up as anger, that may show up as guilt, shame, embarrassment. But you may have to learn to warm your hands with something that is not there. You may have to give yourself love. I'm hearing fatherly or motherly love that may not be there for you. You may have to step into the energy of being your own mother or father. You may have to step into the energy of being that one cousin that makes you feel real good, or that uncle that is just so wise and always makes you feel better after hanging out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have that, it's Spirit wants you to know that you can learn to give this to yourself. You can learn to give this to yourself, and you can find happiness. You can unveil the limiting beliefs that you place upon yourself. This girl ain't got no leg. This girl ain't got no leg, and look at her carrying on. I'm sorry. That's such a wild thing to say. But you may be scared to have some type of community around you because yo, low-key, the message is just to give yourself grace, because you've dealt with a lot, and people may try and mess with you. People may try and mess with your fruit, but they don't realize that you're a hornet's nest. And on top of that, a lot of the time it's just in your head, because who can actually mess with you? If somebody wants to be jealous, let them fucking be jealous. They can't do shit to you. If somebody wants to sit there and be in competition with you and act like a little bitch, that's their own fucking problem. You're not in competition with them. You're worried about your own self. You're in your own goddamn lane. So let that bitch sit there and worry about themselves, because that's what they're worried about. They're worried about them not being enough. You are aggravating the wasp within you by letting that shit get to your head. When in reality, you're meant to be in this energy. Pomegranates could be significant. You are a beautiful being full of love and light. Also, the David star could be significant as well. Some wheat. You are a beautiful. You are beautiful. You are a beautiful being full of love and light. And you may have a lot of trauma around people trying to attack you or seeing you in a misconstrued way. But you give power to that. People can attack you. People can try and fuck with your life. But if you're just worried about yourself, you'll always be in the right place at the right time, no matter what it looks like at any point in time. You feel me? You feel me though? You will always be led to exactly where you're meant to be. No matter what situation it may be. You may feel like you're in the wrong place, but you're always in the right place. I don't know if I even want to post this, but I pray it's resonating with somebody. Kind of didn't make sense to me, but it did at the same time. What's the ending message, Spirit? Don't ever doubt your mission, your purpose in this life, because like I'm seeing somebody doubting their mission, their purpose, because it's like they're feeling like they're getting like all the hand-me-downs or all the last things in the box, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody got their pick first and everybody got the big things that they actually wanted, and it's like you didn't really know what you wanted, so whenever you got to the box, it was real easy to be like, oh, I don't know about this. Everybody else got this big ass thing that's really cool. And I got this like little trinket. And this is like a representation of me. And it may not seem like a lot, but it's actually, I'm hearing the pen is mightier than the sword. Those who appear strong, those who have to boisterous, how the fuck do you say that? I don't know why that word is coming through. I don't think I really know what it means. But boisterous, people who are boisterous, loud, feeling the need to yell to express their point. Lack of confidence usually manifests itself as overconfidence, and overconfidence usually manifests itself as insecurity. You are beautiful. You're a beautiful being full of love and light. I don't know who says that, but it's been coming up in my readings. You are beautiful. No matter what's been taken from you, you have so much to offer and give this world. And low-key, that's why things have been taken from you. So many people go through so many things. And to be a person that can relate to so many people from so many different situations is rare. I'm seeing a post that I saw the other day where it was like, turtles' tears are drunken. Anyways, butterflies drink turtles' tears because turtles never stop crying, so the salt water doesn't affect their eyes, right? So don't believe that your pain was with reason, or like just for okay, this is coming through weird. Listen. There's a point. Listen. Don't believe there's no such thing as pain wasted. Your pain may not have been fair, pero there's no such thing as pain wasted. Every little thing on this planet has a meaning, a gift, something to offer to the world. The trees give us oxygen. The dead leaves turn into dirt for the trees, for plants that grow and give us berries and shit, you know? Your dead leaves bear fruit. Your dead leaves help you bear fruit. It's your job to turn those dead leaves into fruit, though. You gotta put those dead leaves in the right place, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put those dead leaves in the right place. You can't just expect them to fall and do nothing with them and for them to turn into something. You gotta figure out where to place your dead leaves, how you want them to grow. Period. Even rotten fruit can make a plant grow, babes. Even whenever you're working towards something and you think it might not turn, and it ends up like going bad, that rotten fruit can turn into, can be used for compost, can be used for soil to nurture something else. You feel me? Maybe even nurture the same plant. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so worried about things not working out, because things not working out is always a win for you. It never goes unused. You always learn something from a situation, no matter what happens. It's up to you to realize what you learned, though. It's up to you to figure out what you learned, though. You're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. You're on the right path. You're doing the right things. You're not a bad person. You are not a bad person, my love. You're not. Believe it. Believe in yourself. And if you did something that makes you feel like a bad person, change it. Because guess what? Today is a new day. Right now is a new second. Right now is a new moment. Right now is a new goddamn hour. Become a new person. Believing that people can't change is a limiting belief, because, babes, you change every single day. You change every single day. You never find the same person twice. Not even in the same person. You heard? You are loved. You are light. You are like a butterfly, pollinating by going everywhere you go without even realizing that you're carrying the abundance to grow. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Do you hear me, my love? You may feel like you've been given the shitty end of a stick, but you just haven't seen what the purpose of that is yet. You'll find it, though. I promise. You're gonna have your moments. You're gonna have your moments where you feel like you're doing some crazy shit. Have grace with yourself. Everybody has their moments. Everybody has their moments. Stop holding yourself to such a high standard. It's okay for you to breathe. It's okay for you to feel. It's okay for you to act out. What the fuck is even acting out? What is acting out? What is it? It's you trying to stay in a set of beliefs that have been placed upon you, and stepping out of them and being punished for it, and carrying that what is it called, that standard upon yourself is what's holding you back, babes. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be just fine. Go eat you some food, please. And drink some water. I pray this reaches whoever it needs to reach. I pray it makes sense to whoever it needs to make sense to. And I pray that you have an amazing day, month, year. I pray that you're able to see how beautiful you are, even in your most vulnerable, most shitty moments. Because those shitty moments are actually gold. Peace.